What's up, anomalies, and welcome back to the DecoyZ channel. And today we're going to be talking about something that, a lot of people are into right now, which is the end of Steven Universe. Now, personally, I do not like the original Steven Universe series, the first 5 seasons, but I loved Steven Universe Future, and I wish we got more of that. I might make an entire video of why I don't like the original Steven Universe, because I don't, hate it. I just don't find it. I can't watch it. It's a whole video on its own. But I do love Steven Universe Future, and the ending was pretty good. I would have liked it if it ended with a song, because that's pretty Steven Universe, period. But I think what's really needed to happen is we need to know what happens after. Because yes, Future is supposed to end, but no one's talking about this thing, is that Steven's immortal, and yet he aged. So I have this strange thing of, he's immortal, but he's aging, and I think he's aging mentally. I think that's what his body is doing, is morphing older to pair with his mental age. So maybe he might die of old age, I don't know. He's immortal, he's a gem. Is he going to be an old gem? I'm very confused. But anyway, here are some things that would happen after Steven Universe, whether it be in a year or 40 years. And I'm not holding back. This could get really depressing, and I don't want you to watch it if you're not ready to see your favorite characters die. Because this is what's going to happen at some point. And the first thing that I find really sad is, well, 2 deaths. Greg and Connie. Greg's death, he's an older guy, he doesn't have that longer, he's got I say 30 years, I don't know how old Greg is, he's 40, right, 30, yeah, he's got a good 30, 40, 50 years ahead of him, which is pretty good, it's pretty good, but compared to Steven and Lars and all the gems being immortal, that ain't gonna be too good, Chief. And of course Connie, and I feel like Connie could, that could be a real problem. Maybe even the season on her own. Maybe Steven could fuse with Connie and have to be permanently fused with her to save her life, and that'd be really depressing. That'd be really depressing. So if they unfused ever, she'd die. That just sounds pretty bad. But also, I mean, he can revive them, technically, using his, was it his tears or was it a kiss? I don't know. But he can revive people. So technically it's not that big of a deal, but I'm not sure how long the person has to be dead. If he's across the world and his dad dies and he takes a day to get there, is it too late? Is the body too dead? Can he still revive them? Does it have to be instant? Does it have to be really close after death? I don't know. Second thing that's going to happen, more people are going to try and kill Steven, and they're going to hurt people that, are friends with him. Which sucks, because Steven really is wanting to move on, but other people just don't. Another thing that's going to be happening is all the gems will shatter. This is going to be possibly 1,000 years in the future, but think about it, the possibility of being shattered is it's quite possible. Living thousands and thousands of years, there's 2 ways that the gem could get shattered. They could get shattered by a natural disaster or some kind of enemy, or they live until the end of the Earth. I don't know. Steven would not want to leave the Earth if he lived that long, or maybe he would have grown up. I don't know, it's so strange to think of Steven as being thousands of years old, because he will live that long. So what exactly will happen to him when he gets that old? What will his mental state be like? He will have gone through a lot of stuff, and I do not doubt at all, there are other diamonds out there. There are other diamonds, and they want to kill Steven, because Steven took out white diamond, blue diamond, and yellow diamond, and there are other diamonds out there that see him as a threat, so they're going to send people after him. And his story is not over. The show is, but his story is not over. He's got a lot of personal growth to do, but he's also got a lot of physical growth to do, and he's got a lot of battling to do. He's not out of the waters yet. Era 3 will not last forever, and once it ends and a new war begins, shit's gonna go down. Do I want to see a show like that? Maybe not. Maybe I don't want to see Pearl get shattered or anything like that. But, you know, it's gonna happen eventually, which is really sad, and I don't want to think about that too much. But some other stuff is gonna happen, obviously. At some point, life isn't, happy ending, and Steven Universe proved that life isn't a happy ending, and there will be ups and downs. Steven, I bet you, will turn into that monster once more, at some point in his life. Whether he lost his father, Connie, something else. It's pretty depressing, honestly. But something that's a bit more depressing that could possibly happen. What happens when Steven has a kid? Can he have a kid? Or is that just not possible? Because we know that full-on crystals and gems can't have kids. But he's half human. What happens? Does he have gem DNA? Or he must have gem DNA, if that even is a thing. He must have gem code. So when Steven has a child, will that make the first true hybrid of gem and human? A human without a gem but has powers? And will it have Pink Diamond's powers? I mean, this is a really weird question to ask, but it's something that we have to ask because what the fuck? Like, holy shit. How is this even gonna happen? Is Steven ever gonna have kids? Can he just not have kids? Does he have to give up his life like his mother did? If he did so, that'd be a pretty sick season of just showing, like, the kid growing up with, instead of a mother that did so many horrible things, a father that saved the universe. But that in itself could make an amazing show, because it would make this kid now pressured to be as good as his father, when no one actually is pressuring him. No one's actually going, hey, you need to be as good as Steven, but everyone kind of expects it from him because it's Steven's son or daughter. So you're thinking, like, holy shit, you know, they go to live with the gems and learn about their father and look at all the screen and stuff. Wow, that could be an amazing show. But it would also end just like how Steven Universe did, Future did, exactly, because she or he would feel like they were being pressured to be as good as Steven, and they're not. Maybe their powers are weaker, maybe their powers are stronger, they can't control them, maybe they can't help people, maybe when they try and help someone, it fails, and they just have this big Steven over their head of going, look, Steven saved the universe, and you can't even pick up your socks in the morning. Like, that could be a really interesting dynamic. Maybe Steven's son could be emo, or could have a dark gem, or could be something so much opposite of Steven, but still have this legacy of Steven going on through him. I don't know if that happens, because Rebecca Sugar actually stated that she isn't done with the story of the world, but she is done with the show. So everyone kind of said, oh, comics. Oh, you know, comics and books and maybe a comic. Yeah, just comics, basically. Just comics. But can't that mean another show? A show of Steven Universe's son? A new show about someone who has to live with this legacy of his father being the greatest man in existence? That's a big burden to keep. That's a big burden to keep, and maybe he doesn't have gem powers, which makes him even more distraught because his father did, and he wants to help like his father, but he doesn't have any powers. That could be pretty interesting, but that'd be after new villain, and that's where the new diamonds come in. So this video is getting pretty long, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe. If you do like the video, I'm going to be doing more Steven Universe videos. I'm going to be doing one about Spinel, I'm going to be doing one about why I don't like the original Steven Universe, and I'm going to be doing one about maybe this new show. Maybe I could think of a cool concept for this new show and make an entire season out of it. My actual show, SCP Uncontained, is coming out in a bit, maybe month. I know, I'm making a video about that soon. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe. See you in the next life, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.